And a coastal rescue is caught on tape after a fisherman falls into the waters off Pacifica. The 10 o'clock news continues in just 90 seconds. A Bay Area fisherman fell into the ocean off of Pacifica today, triggering a rescue effort that was caught on tape. Coast Guard officials say the 32-year-old man was fishing with a friend from the bluff at Pacifica's Rockaway Beach when he slipped, and he fell into the surf. His friend dived in and pulled him out of the water, but the fisherman had hit his head on a rock. He was disoriented. Coast Guard and Pacifica firefighters gave him first aid. They hoisted him into a helicopter hovering above. He is listed in stable condition tonight. He's at Stanford Medical Center.
Chief Meteorologist Bill Martin joins us.
Jumps into action, saving a man stranded on the rocks of a Bay Area beach. That is tonight's top story. Good evening, I'm Diane Dwyer.
And I'm Alan Dutton, live in Campbell. We're live in the South Bay for tonight's political postcards to show you what's important to voters here and throughout the Bay Area.
But we begin tonight with an accident, a friend risking his life and a difficult helicopter rescue in the ocean off San Mateo County. A fisherman slipped off a rock and tumbled down into the water just south of Pacifica this afternoon. NBC 11's Jody Hernandez is at San Francisco's Coast Guard Air Station, where she spoke to the rescue team. Jody?
The crew says they practice for this kind of thing all the time. So when they got the call this afternoon, they were ready to do whatever it took to save a Bay Area man in trouble. The dramatic rescue happened at about 1:30 this afternoon when a San Bruno man hit his head on a rock while fishing and ended up in the icy water off Rockaway Beach in Pacifica.
He was face down in the water for 30 seconds. He was with a friend that was fishing with him, was able to get him back into the water, get him back onto the rock, and call for help.
Within a short time, a Coast Guard helicopter from San Francisco was on scene.
On the beach there to roger that. Easy right.
While hovering 40 feet over the rocky shoreline, they lowered down a specially trained EMT, who with the help of Daly City fire paramedics secured the victim on a stretcher and lifted him up to safety. Rescuers say it's just the thing they practice for every day.
It's something that we look forward to and we don't look forward to. We always want to help the person out there in trouble.
The crew flew 42-year-old Winston Arver of San Bruno to Stanford Medical Center. The rescuers say Arver had a gash on the back of his head and was suffering from mild hypothermia.
He looked stable in the cockpit. I was making gestures to him if he was all right, and he kept giving me the nod signal. So he looked good from my perspective.
The crew says it's a rescue they'll remember. They hope others learn from the incident.
Just next time, be careful around the ocean. It can be a dangerous place.
Winston Arver is in serious but stable condition tonight. Meantime, the crew says they just feel fortunate they were in the position to help, and they say they wouldn't trade their jobs for anything. Reporting live in San Francisco, I'm Jody Hernandez, NBC 11 News.
All right, Linda, thank you. Here in the Bay Area, another kind of rescue. A man who fell into the ocean along the coast at Pacifica is recovering at Stanford Medical Center this evening. A Coast Guard helicopter and cutter were sent to pluck the man from the surf at about 1:30 this afternoon. But a female surfer and an off-duty fire captain were able to get that man to shore before the Coast Guard arrived. The victim reportedly fell while walking on some rocks, hitting his head on the way down. He's reportedly in stable condition with non-life-threatening injuries.
This is ABC 7 News at 6.
And yet another rescue to show you tonight. A fisherman who tumbled off a cliff in Pacifica this afternoon. The 32-year-old angler hit his head before slipping into the ocean at Rockaway Beach. A companion pulled him out of the water and called for help. The Coast Guard sent a helicopter and said the injuries did not appear to be serious.